Broadcast live.
What's happening? Vinny about to jump on right now on the lab. Hey, what's up, Vin? You good?
Nothing much. Let me just put like throw a young filter so I can look nice. Just woke up.
Oh, okay. I see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the filter. You look nice now.
Yeah.
Yo, Vinny, what's happening, man? Sorry, I also ran 2 minutes late. I was just taking off my Woolworths gown.
No.
Some people have Woolworths gowns. You know what I mean? V, I just want to ask you, V, before we get in, a lot of people literally like see you out here and they like, a lot of people, like there's a certain market that like goes, what does this guy do? You know what I mean? What do you do for those guys who don't know? What does this guy do? Is he just Ricky's friend and not everybody's literally showing him love? What does this guy do?
So I actually radio present and TV present and actually host gigs and actually like create events. And you can say maybe I'm a content creator because I always like take shoots, whatever, all that stuff, So like I'm just like a jack of all trades. I can do anything if I'm given like,
a chance. So tell me, how did you pop off? I always hear that like you were always like in people's kind of faces, like people who could open the door. For everyone else that literally sees you and goes, look, Vinny's not like a superstar, like a television made superstar, as an online star. How do people literally take your tips and go that way and also kind of blow their profiles on social?
So what I basically did, like I used to work at a radio station. So like I usually had to go like interview people. So if I had to see you Slikour, I would interview you. If I had to see anyone that I felt like, is big at the time, I just interview them, but take them to the radio station. But I just saw that thing wasn't enough because no one was actually driving me like on the radio station, because I felt like the work was going down through the drain. So and then I just saw, I was like, okay, social media looks like it's the way for it because there's some people that I've seen that have been on social media first and they actually go on TV and then after they actually push the live because they just started on social media, And I just feel like people must take it up to their hands, If you're not accepted to any auditions or anything, you can just like make your own show out of it and then at some point it's gonna like gain like some people to actually watch it,
So basically, what was the station that you used to work or take people to?
I used to work at Hillbrow Radio.
Hillbrow Radio.
At Hillbrow. Yeah.
So you're doing this work while at the same time you're in school. How are you balancing all those things, though?
I guess it usually happen on the weekends. So like every time I always keep my things on the weekends. So I give school 7 days a week. So like I don't disturb anything. Like 7 days. No, actually 5 days. I mean, like 5 days for school and then 2 days for me. To just do my thing.
Oh, okay. Where's cribs? Where's home?
Oh, as in like home or like where I stay right now?
Well, I mean, like, where you quarantining first, then who you quarantining with? Because I saw you and Young Stilo busy going crazy on the gram.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm back home. I'm in H-Town. I stay in Hillbrow. So, yeah. I'm around the block for those who stay in the block.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So basically, like, it's just this undying spirit, though, of just being in the space, your doors obviously opened wider when you met up with Riky, right? From you now, you're being called by brands, you're doing different things like that. what is how are your peers? Because I can imagine it's so far-fetched for them to be where you are. Do you know what I mean? How are other kids in
Yeah.
class like seeing you? Because even guys who are out of school are struggling to get the type of clout that you have. You know what I mean? So how's that reception back at school?
I don't know. I feel like everyone in my school is so cool, you know. It's just like it's like the National School of the Arts. So everyone is just cool there. Everyone has a talent. So there's some people who don't mind. They're like, ah, this guy is doing the most. Because there's obviously you sitting next to another guy. Because like in my class for sure, it's so weird. Because last year I used to be in the same class as Renee. So, and Renee was just sitting in front of me, and she had like 100,000 followers, and I couldn't believe it. That thing couldn't it was like couldn't get into my mind. I'm like, this girl is here in class, but she has 100,000 followers. I was like, damn. So in my school, there's like cool individuals, like a lot of cool people. So they really don't care, unless if it's like the lower grades, like grade 8s, grade 9s. They always say, yo, big bro, I look up to you, like how you do it, and then I just like share the recipe with them.
Yeah, yeah. Where are you now? What grade are you in right now again?
I'm in matric right now.
Damn. So damn. So are you studying from home? Are you getting your homework from
Yeah.
online? I went back to school yesterday. How's that going?
They just sent us like WhatsApp through work on WhatsApp, all that stuff. And yeah, it's hard for me because me, I'm usually like, I want to see the teacher in front of me, and then she teaches me, and then I understand. I have to ask questions so that I can have clarity on the thing. But yeah, we're surviving. We are surviving.
Now, like it's crazy though to keep a focus though on like having a Monday to Friday school life and Saturday to Sunday social life. But you know, your social life follows you during the week. You know what I mean? Because you can't switch off your social media. You know, do you have like a schedule when you switch on your social media? Like, okay, I'm getting off my phone now because I don't want the comments, etc., etc. Do you have a schedule or you just disciplined that way?
Uh, I feel like when it's a Monday to Friday, obviously you're in class, can't touch your phone unless if I touch it during break, if I'm calling someone. Yeah. And then I'll just surf through just to see what's happening here. These things mustn't miss me. Because just like, yo, let's see. And then back to class, obviously. And then someone will just tell you, yo, this is what happened. And then everyone will just check on their phones. I feel like my school is like so friendly like that, so that you guys must always be updated about the news. They're always concerned about us being updated about the news. Like, especially with the coronavirus, we're the ones that updated the school, and like we kept putting it on that, yo, guys, this thing is real. Let's put up boards, for people to actually like sanitize and everything, because it was getting crazy those days.
Now tell me about your trip.
My drip.
Yeah, tell me about your trip. You sometimes take these pictures where like you like come out
Yeah.
straight out of a magazine cover. Tell me about your trip.
uh I guess my trip is more inspired by my friends, and also me, with the element of my touch. And like, I just like nice clothes. Like, if something is nice and it's rockable, as long as I smell good, I'm out. Take pictures, we put it out. That's all that we do. Like,
I want.
especially like if I'm very like picky with some of the clothes. So if I want something to be specific though, like, I just like tell the designer, yo, like someone who actually does my clothes for me, I tell him, yo, I want it to look like this, and then it's gonna make sure that it looks like that. You know.
As an art student, I mean, like, what do you think that, like, the from a creative perspective, what do you think that the game needs to do, and how do you think the game needs to be using digital or just general creative? I'll be real. National School of Arts, literally, Smacks went to National School of Arts. what Max Normal, you know, what's his name? That dude from the Antwoord, the dude literally went to School of Arts, you know. This guy, Nazi, the guys, some of the guys that are doing this new series, Gomorrah, went to the School of Arts, you know. Abu Tabang and them, you know, a lot of people who are doing great things went to the School of Arts, you know, and I think that some of those people kind of shaped the culture in many ways. If you think about Abu Smacks, you know, if you think about Abu Tabang doing shows like Gomorrah and other shows that have been on TV, what do you think the future is, and what do you think that you guys are going to bring? Because I think those guys have also kind of put their stamp when they're from the National School of Arts, you know. Did you know all those people?
Yeah, I know all those people. Tabang once came when I was in grade 9. I think grade 9 or grade 10. He came to drop a speech for us and encourage us to actually like follow our shit. You know, I just feel like everyone from my school is gonna shift the game to a different perspective because I don't know, but me and my school have also suffered like to actually share the voice, you know, and the only way you can share the voice is actually like taking it to the public and showing the public what you can actually do, because that side you go by the book, but once you go outside of the school you actually have a bigger catalog because you can now do you're not forced to do some Greek mythology thing, but you now can do whatever you want to do, you know. I feel like it's like people like are gonna come up with like different stuff, you know, like from there, because already people have started, you know, like people have started dropping nice visuals, dropping some music at school, like getting support from school, you know. So I feel like the game will basically change when some of the people actually drop what's this, they come up from the school, some shit will change, yeah, like drastically.
So right now, you know, we're all locked in, we're quarantined, and I want to ask you, you know, do you prefer this digital world versus the normal world that we're in?
I rather say I prefer the normal world because in the normal world it's much more nice, man. Like you, like right now I'm suffering because I'm usually outgoing person, so like now I have to actually video call someone and say, yo Ash, how are you, instead of like actually going to see the person.
Uh, uh, uh.
Mm.
You've worked with Puma, and Puma's basically called you out. Um,
Yeah.
you probably maybe the youngest guy they probably called out to work with. I mean, how was that, you know? And which other, if you're able to talk, which other brands that you feel that have called you simply because of who you are and what you're doing?
I feel like Puma and sports scene at some point, but Puma has always got my back, like every time, 24/7. Like even if right now I can call and say, yo, I'm going to a Slikour show, call them last minute, don't make sure I have my drip on point, you know. And I guess they believed in me, and this year everything is gonna be like people see much broader me in the Puma games or whatever, and they're gonna like see I can you know, there's like a lot coming this year, you know, even in terms of me organs and everything, you know.
I think your line is
Let me get my check.
you're better now. Is it your charger or is what's happening? Yo, Vinny just getting his charger out here. Hey, yo, I know y'all saying who's Vinny. So shout out, Vinny is basically has built his name on social. I mean, he's connected the dots. He's been upfront, you know, with his style, and he's a content creator. I think Vinny's one of the dudes that like a lot of dudes need to kind of watch on how to connect the real world with the digital world, you know,
Yo.
because he's really been able to do that. He knows how to connect with people in real life, then he knows how to bring that into social. So, I mean, we're speaking to him right now just so you guys can just like kind of get that Vinny literally needs to be a guy you check for. Okay, Vinny's back.
Yeah.
Yo,
Let
what's
me
up?
just throw my filter again.
Is that filter that's killing the battery in your data?
It wasn't my dates. It was like I don't know what happened. The network just like started tripping. And then
Okay,
I made sure I bought data. I made sure I bought lots of data this time.
okay. Let me put on my filter too. So, okay. All right, we're gonna take it like this. So this is gonna be like the old meets the new, right? This is gonna be my filter. You see my filter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit, man. Cool. So I mean, oh, okay. People don't like the filters. Ah, damn. Sorry, guys. Okay, we'll go back to normal. Um, so tell me, Vin, I once saw like one of your posts on your well, not even your post, your Instagram bio. I don't know if you've changed it, but you said that like you are not
Yeah.
a rapper. Why is it important to? Why was it
Yeah.
important for you to make it clear that you're not a rapper?
Because people felt like I'm a rapper and I wasn't, because obviously I chill with a lot of rappers. So they're like, yo, man, what's like sometimes even if when I'm walking, they say, yo, I enjoy your music. And I say my music and then I just laugh and then I just like move on. Someone just like would ask you like for a feature. Someone would just like ask for like weird things, bro. Like.
So a lot of people think that you're a rapper because you're out with the rappers. What do you, sir? You're also, we just got cut, but you were just talking about like your partnerships and that. I just remembered now, and you're talking about
Mhm.
Puma and you cut there. Could you just get back to that?
So like with Puma, there's like a lot of shit that's coming. It's like it's even it's crazy. It's like I'm also like with a lot of people there. I think maybe for sure like a lot of things are gonna be finalized, and it's gonna be like a legit shit. Like we're just waiting on this thing to be done. I'm telling you, everything is just gonna be crazy. From after all, maybe like expect the best of the best. And I'm telling you, someone from South Africa has a collab upcoming with Puma. It's gonna be crazy. Like that's one thing I can tell you.
That's dope. That's dope. But you
You know.
see, but you see, that's what I'm just saying. Like, you probably maybe, and they could correct me. You probably, do they say that you are the youngest dude to be seen as an influencer by Puma? Is that a real thing in South Africa?
Yeah, it is a real thing because I was the only youngest South African kid representing them on the campaign, on the Puma Rider campaign. I was the only young South African black kid who was there. I'm the only black kid that's on that advert. If you like look at it clearly, because like Puma is like a sports brand. So it's more of like white people, more gym type of shit. And
Mm-hmm.
I I happened to be like the black kid that's there, for the ad.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, I mean, in your family, you got more creatives. I mean, where does this like lineage come from of being this entertainment dude, who's got drip? I mean, where do you get all this stuff from?
Well, this is gonna sound weird because my father he owns a security and a catering company, but he's also a pastor. And then my mom is a caregiver, so she looks after children like at a nursery school, so like young children. So no one in my family actually has an art like thingy. Everyone is either a pastor or.
Yeah, I mean, but you see, though, you're an MC, so you're already a pastor. So when you're out there, cotton
Ah,
face, busy jumping.
Yeah,
You're
maybe one
really a
day,
pastor. You know,
maybe one
you're
day
really.
when I'm like 40, I wanna invite you guys to my church. And I'll preach for you guys.
That's great, B. Now, tell me about also like just like the movement though, and the people that you keep close. As in like
Yeah.
from the content creators or the guys, just the people that you keep close and why you keep them close, just generally, especially with you being in the position that you're in. Like I was saying earlier on, I was watching your guys. I was watching you and Stilo the other day,
Yeah.
just like interviewing people.
Mm-hmm. Um, the people that I keep around, is my gang. So like my gang consists of Eliminated Greens, The World Was Never Ready, Young Stilo, Kutsa Romare, Isaac. So those are the people that I've been working with since last year. So like those are like my people. So like everything that we do sometimes is planned, sometimes it's unplanned. But those are my people that I work with. I prefer working with them because I don't know, the relationship is much more natural. We build a brotherhood. I just look up to them, to like some of them, and some of them actually like look up to me. It's like we trade these things for each other, and we're forever moving. Like we make sure that we're forever moving, and we're always ahead of the time.
What would a Vinny show look like? We once had a conversation about that. What would a Vinny show look like?
Like a Vinny show. Oh,
Yeah, because someone is
like
saying, Slicker, please
honestly,
give Vinny. Someone is saying, please, Slicker, please give Vinny a show or something. Can you please answer that, Vinny?
because actually I've struggled. Yo, damn, this phone is irritating me.
You need a
So
phone sponsor now.
I now need a phone holder now. I need a phone holder. But a Vinny show, basically like a lot of ideas like that I heard when I was still young, and most of the ideas that are being implied like on other shows, so I can see it. So now I'm trying to like come up with something very unique, trying to keep it different is all, like more different, like feel me? It's like I'm trying to keep it more different. Like I wanted to have a real touch. I don't want, if I have to interview an artist, I don't want the artist to be like always be on guard. I want him to be like as relaxed as possible, like for him to actually answer, like a question without hesitating. But one interview that I want to do, and I know will never happen, is actually get Nyovi on the side and get AKA on the side. And these niggas just say it out. I feel like that's the way to do it. That would be the best interview ever to sell in South Africa.
Never say never. Never say never. King Regina is
Mm.
asking if you drink.
Nah, I don't drink at all.
And just for a side note, everyone that's asking, Vinny's 17 and is in matric. He's 17,
Yeah.
turning 18 this year, yeah? Yeah, and he's
Yeah, I'm
in
turning
matric.
18 this month.
Well, this month, when is your
Yeah,
birthday?
21st.
Are you an
21st of
Aries?
April.
Are you an
I
Aries?
don't know. I actually don't know my star sign. I don't pay attention to those things. I'm a hood nigga. Fuck about star signs. Let me actually check. Apparently, someone said that I'm a Taurus, whatever it is. I don't think I don't believe in it. It's just not my
No,
style.
no, I'm on April 13th, so we share months for what it's worth. Vinny, gone again with the wind. It's gone again. Gonna gain.
I honestly don't know. This thing keeps acting up. I give up. This the social media life thing.
Yo, Vinny, I'm gonna let you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you jet because we keep cutting out here. You know,
Yeah.
and really, what I really wanted to get out from you today was just how you've kind of built yourself like on digital. And people always kind of talk about like how you speak, and like when people want to be stupid and talk about that English thing, whatever. But
Yeah.
I think what people need to do is just relax and realize that like English is not theirs too. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah. I've,
you know,
yo, I've
I'm
heard
looking
like
at the comments here.
I've heard like a big, like people need to understand, like from grade 1 until grade 7, I went to a public school. And one thing you must understand is that right there, you guys don't speak English at all. I only started speaking English in grade 8. You get me? So like people always like trying to find a way, they say, yo, you can't speak nicely. You can like, I couldn't articulate some words in grade 8. Like I had to suffer. Even right now I'm still suffering, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to actually like improve the speech. Like even some words that I say these days, like, yo, damn, I couldn't say this word like when I was in grade 9, like, because I couldn't articulate more or project, but I'm still facing it, but I actually don't give a fuck, but we're moving. I'm still learning, nobody's perfect.
Is it a case of what you do with the English versus a case of how well you speak the English? Because um, you are doing what you are doing, and you're doing the most, with the English you have. While people who've had this English forever aren't where you are in a lot of ways, or they're still finding themselves. You know what I mean? Um, so I think that also there's also something valid in that like life is not about how well you speak, but how much heart you put into things. You know what I mean? And I think that one thing that's always come out from you, and how the reason why people have welcomed you. I mean, you got a mention from Nasty, you got acknowledged by Ricky, you got acknowledged by Puma. Everyone sees your heart, that you are really into the culture and you care about the culture in your own way and your own view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Shout out.
They say I must ask you if you cuffed, who's the special person there?
Guys, I'm still young, guys. We're still killing it out here. We're still young, we're just still killing it. I'm not cuffed to anyone. Yeah, that's the truth. People have been waiting on that thing. I'm not cuffed to anyone. I don't have a girlfriend. Although I try to date some girls, but none, not even one girl wants to date me because I'm me. They feel like I'm gonna cheat on them. Sad.
Are you gonna cheat on them already? You already know the pastor's child is a cheater.
Nah, here's the thing. People always have this thing like, yo, like every time I have to approach a girl, like I say, yo, actually like you. The girl will be like, what up with your life? The people, you have so many people, and I just don't see that. I'm just like, yo, babe, it's only me and you in this shit. You get me? But hey,
So the girls,
no.
the girls are intimidated by the allure, by the world that around you, huh?
Yeah, a lot. Like I've had a lot. I have to try my way out, like put out real good reasons why she must date me or whatever.
And they ain't having it.
Yeah, some of them they do have it, but it gets too much for them, you know, like especially if I have to like post, it gets hectic for them. So it's like, yo, can't. It's bad.
So what if you post with them or something like that?
Yeah, if I post with them and then I tag, it starts getting hectic. So that's why I like keeping my shit private. So like I won't tell anyone, you know.
Okay, so you are hiding. So you are hiding the cups right now.
Not really, but right now, when we still sing, you know, we're still pushing the school life and you know, other stuff, you know, like real project, like money projects. We're trying to make the money before we go out, so we don't suffer from unemployment.
Are you gonna do a rodeo this year again?
Yeah, yo, we're definitely doing a rodeo this year. This year is gonna be much more organized. This year is gonna be much more with this. This year we're gonna have like a team, you know. We're trying to right now we're just on a venue hunt where we can try like accommodate as many kids that we can, and then we're gonna push it. Like we're gonna involve everyone this year. We're gonna involve the media. I feel like this thing of like, yo, while is you doing something and then no one actually like, we don't involve some people, but right now it's time for us to actually get media on it, you know, and get some people and get some good marketing strategy. Then we push it, you know. Then we rock.
So are you looking at it at the end of the year?
Yeah, most probably on the 5th of December, after everyone closes school, we're in.
Plus, I mean, you're gonna be like finished with matric. What are you? Do you plan to go study next year, or you finished?
I'm still figuring that out, but I'm not trying to go into study. I don't wanna lie. If I make this paper this year, I'm not. I'm moving forward with life. I'm gonna do something else, or maybe if I'll just like maybe make my mom happy. Maybe go to after and go study for a film degree or whatever, just to have a degree in the house. But actually, I don't see myself studying because I feel like I've fixed out like a journey for me since in grade 9, you know.
So if you don't study, what you think you're gonna do?
Um, Basically, like I don't know. I don't like expose my ideas, but I've had a few things to actually sustain me in life, and you know, like some young investments that we're gonna run through the family and how we can keep sustaining. You know, because I feel like also going to study takes out as like a strain of you. Because if I have to go study right now, I've seen a lot of people that study, they suffer from depression and shit like that, and I'm not trying to go through that stage. I'm trying to stay focused as fuck, you know, like and actually invest in some things whilst I can, whilst I'm still young, and use this thing whilst I'm still young to make the rack, to take myself out from the hood and take my family out of the hood, you know.
When you say the hood, you mean Hillbrow, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, because you asked me earlier on, you're saying where you are right now. So you
Mm.
grew up in Hillbrow. You've always, as a kid, you grew up in Hillbrow.
Yeah, I've grew up in Hilbert like since long time, like early time.
Yeah. All right, now, Majin. I mean, it's dope, man. I really wanted to touch base with you, you know, and I just also want to just give you a shout out for just always, you know, supporting what we do all the time. You know what I mean? And I know people were asking about your show and everything else. So why don't you answer people? They say I must give you a show. Why don't you give people that answer about that?
Actually, people, me and Slikour have met so many times. We've been going through about the show thing, you know. We've been so, but like I'm trying to like come up with a unique idea for him. I don't want it to be like a rushed thing, because you can see when something is rushed, like people are gonna see it. But for sure, this year I'm gonna try my best that we actually crack it, and then when we crack it, we're gonna try give it as much push, and then people, and then we're gonna give what the people want. And yeah.
Shout out. Shout out, man. Yo,
Hmm.
peace out, yo. That's Uncle Vinny touching base with the man, the boy, the uncle, you know, the youngest uncle in the gang, you know. You know, and shout out, B. Keep doing what you're doing, and like you know, we always gonna support you from our side, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe what we'll do after the lockdown, I'll send you like a phone holder and a thing that holds a phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out, yo. That would help me, yo.
Peace, man. Catch you on the IG stories when you go mad and back with your homies.
Shout out.
Sure.